What's up, guys? So the first day of E3, that was awesome. I was super excited. I got up all early. Today was Microsoft, EA, Ubisoft, and Sony. Tomorrow is Nintendo. But I pretty much want to talk about the highlights, at least like my highlights. E3 had a very slow beginning. The Microsoft conference was very, in my opinion, it was kind of bland. There was some, the thing that made that conference, that freaking made it worthwhile was, in my opinion, the Gears trailer, Gears of War Judgment. That was an awesome trailer. They always do great jobs with the Gears of War trailers, and they always put like awesome music to it, and this was freaking awesome. I have some reaction footage. So I will be putting that up later. But that was the highlight for me in the Microsoft conference. Splinter Cell was also looked really cool. I've never played any of the Splinter Cell games. I'm not really into war games, but this one looked pretty cool. I mean, it's a third-person shooter. It looked like it had some pretty fun gameplay. Tomb Raider also stood out. I was kind of curious about Tomb Raider, not like a lot, like not as much as a lot of people were. I've never played any of the Tomb Raiders. This one looks kind of interesting though. Lara Croft got beat up a lot in the trailer. I was like, damn, that's a lot. What, in 2 minutes? That was pretty much it for Microsoft. And I was like, there's a lot of Kinect stuff, a lot of like services for Xbox Live, and I was just like, I was annoyed. I was just like, oh my god. I'm so fed up with the whole Kinect thing. I mean, the voice recognition stuff for some games could be kind of interesting. Like in Splinter Cell, when he's like hiding behind that wall and he goes, "Hey, you!" and the guy like walks over. That's kind of like dopey, but it was kind of cool. But I still haven't seen anything, and I don't think I'll ever see anything that will make me buy the Kinect. And all these services were just pointless, in my opinion. I was just like, what? Why? Do you really need that? Internet Explorer? Wow, the browser hardly anybody uses anymore. And then EA, and that was another disappointment. I mean, there was the two things that did stand out that had me like, Dead Space 3. I was looking forward to this since from the beginning. That was the one that was my favorite from the EA conference. It looks like so much fun. You could play co-op, and I was just like, dude, that looks awesome. It looked really, really cool, in my opinion. And then also Crysis 3. Crysis, I've never played Crysis, but it's always been one of those games where I'm just like, I have to play that game. And I was never really attracted to it because it was a first-person shooter, and I was just like, it's not really a war game. It's kind of got something different to it, but the graphics are amazing. I saw when I saw the trailer to Crysis 2, I was blown away. I was so blown away. That trailer looks like a freaking movie. It was gorgeous. This game is gorgeous, and the trailer and gameplay for Crysis 3 looked freaking awesome. I think I might have to get that game, but I really want to play Crysis 1 and 2 first. BioWare came out for like a few minutes, and they only talked about Old Republic. But really, it almost seemed like they were going up there. Like, they sounded desperate. I mean, when he was like, if you play Old Republic, it's going to be free until level 15. And I was like, dude, they're almost saying, we'll freaking pay you to play the game. I mean, I know the game hasn't done bad. People are playing it, but I guess they're not having enough people play it or something. I don't know. Or maybe a lot of people stopped playing it. No announcement for Mass Effect, no announcement for Dragon Age 3. And then there was a bunch of sports stuff. I was like, oh my god. I mean, it is EA. I wasn't surprised. A bunch of sports and racing games. But I was like, ugh, whatever. And then Ubisoft. Ubisoft hit the home run today. I loved the Ubisoft conference. I thought they did great. They had amazing games to show off. The announcer was funny. I thought she was awesome. And then just tie it in with Tobuscus and shut up. But the games, oh my god. Game after game, I was like, dude, this game looks freaking good. So they took it. Ubisoft took today, out of all of the conferences, in my opinion, Ubisoft took it. They showed off Rayman Legends, which looked pretty damn cool, especially when they start doing like the whole, your moves were synced to the music that was going on. It was pretty epic, and it's for the Wii U. It looked pretty damn awesome. So I don't know, I might end up playing it. I'm not a big Rayman player, but it does look like a really fun game. And then they talked a little bit more about Splinter Cell, Blacklist. Oh, and that other game, I forgot to write this down, Zombie U. The title's freaking stupid. It's for the Wii U. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Wow, Wii's taking it up a notch. But it was this crazy zombie game. The trailer looked really cool. I hate zombies. I probably wouldn't play it, but the trailer looked freaking awesome. They had like, I think it was the God Save the Queen song. And that they did this kind of thing with Dead Island, where they have, it's like this slow motion thing. It was like more like pause scenes, with like this really nice song. With zombies, it just works. It makes it really, really disturbing. Like, it shows a guy like with a gun in his mouth, and then it turns and you could see like zombies coming towards him, and I'm just like, oh no. That was disturbing. That disturbed me. I was like, oh. I just try to like imagine myself in that position, and forget it. And then Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 has had me pretty intrigued. When I saw the trailer for it a while back, I was like, dude, this game looks pretty cool. I've never played any of the Far Cries. The gameplay and just the idea of it, it just sounds like it's gonna be a really trippy game. And it has really nice graphics. So I don't know, that's a maybe. It's a maybe for me, but the stuff that they had to show off was really crazy. And wow, the one that took it, Assassin's Creed 3. Oh my god, dude. I was geeking out, freaking nerdgasm to the max. Girlwood, like totally for the win. Freaking Assassin's Creed 3. I remember the first day that I found out about Assassin's Creed, I was in GameStop. The girl that was behind the counter, she was like, oh my god, did you see the new Assassin's Creed trailer that came out this morning? And I was like, no. She was like, Assassin's Creed 3. And I was like, it's out? The trailer's out already? And she was like, yeah, it came out this morning. And she was like, it's about the American Revolution. And I was like, you're kidding me. And she's all, no, you're like a new character and this and that. And I'm like, I pre-ordered it right then and there. I was like, dude, get me a pre-order, like now. So I'm getting the 10 and everything, so oh my god. With what they showed off, they had so many good, nice things to show off. And I mean, they could really, it was obvious that they were going to have a lot of good stuff to show because the game comes out in October. If you guys missed it, you have to see it. You have to see it somewhere. I'm going to be putting some of that stuff up, so if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna start putting it up. Hopefully I don't have any problems with YouTube. If I do, then screw them. No, I'll see what I do. They showed like 2 trailers. One of them had gameplay in it, and the other one was just, oh, jeez. It was so awesome. That game looks gorgeous. Some scenes looked like, it reminded me of Red Dead, just that like barren landscape, or just like the snow-covered hills, and oh my god, they sold it. They really knew how to sell that game. That game really needs no introduction, really. You just freaking play it, and you got people throwing money at the stage, like, give me it, please! So not only was that the highlight of Ubisoft, but that was the highlight for the whole day for me, I think. That one and Gears of War, I really like. I geeked out, but more Assassin's Creed 3. I don't really talk about Assassin's Creed, and some of you have wanted me to talk about it, but I love the Assassin's Creed series. I've played every game except for Revelations, but I don't own them. I always rent them. I never finished, was it Brotherhood? I think it was Brotherhood. So I have to go back and like play them And I played Assassin's Creed 1 when it just came out, so I hardly remember things. Like, I don't remember that much. I remember not really liking Assassin's Creed, not because of the story. I thought the story was cool, but the missions were very repetitive. They fixed that throughout the games, which is cool, but I really love the series. So for those of you that think I don't like it, that's not the case at all. I love Assassin's Creed, so that's why I'm like super excited for this third one, especially because of the environment and the setting and the time period. This is more my style. Like, don't get me wrong, the setting and the time period for the other Assassin's Creed were awesome, and it made for amazing scenery and beautiful backgrounds. I've always thought that the Assassin's Creed series have had an amazing graphics. It just makes the game look beautiful. This one is more my style. That's why I think I'm more excited about this game than the other ones. The other ones I was just like, oh cool, another Assassin's Creed. But this one I'm just like, oh my god. Because of the setting, the environment, everything, the time period. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then another game that took the freaking cake. Watchdogs. The whole time I was like, dude, I have to play this game. It feels like, I don't like to compare games, like say, oh, that's just like this game. I never do that. But I do sometimes compare games just so that you could get an idea of what the game feels like when you're playing it, or just to get an idea of, oh, I like those games, maybe I'll like this game, you know? Not to say, oh, it's exactly like this game. Posers. But this looks like Grand Theft Auto 4 specifically, and Assassin's Creed. And it looks like Assassin's Creed for a reason, because some of the people that worked on Assassin's Creed and other games, I forgot, but Assassin's Creed are working on this game. So it feels like a mix of GTA and Assassin's Creed. And it looks, the graphics are amazing. And it just looks like such a fun game. I was like, oh, if you haven't seen it again, go watch Watchdogs. I'm definitely buying that game. And then with Sony, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, that's interesting. It's pretty much, it's Assassin's Creed 3, but like a different storyline, and you're actually a female assassin. That looks pretty cool. I wouldn't mind playing that game. And they're doing a bunch of other stuff for the PS Vita. They're also releasing a white PS Vita, and the Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation is going to be with the white PS Vita bundle. And then there was Beyond Two Souls. This game looked pretty cool. It's a Quantic Dream game. The makers of Heavy Rain. I mean, it looks like a freaking movie. It looks like they did a really good job with this game. I mean, it is PS3, so it's got to look like a movie, right? Ellen Page is in the main role, and it looks awesome. I mean, if I had a PS3, I'd totally play that game, I think. Another thing that they said that I was like, oh, that's so cool. PS1 classics were confirmed as downloads as downloadable for the PS Vita, and this is including Final Fantasy VII and stuff. So I was like, oh my god, that's so cool, dude. I wouldn't mind having a PS Vita just for that, but I don't think I'd get it. It's not quite sold yet for me, and plus, how would I freaking buy it? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't really pay too much attention to Sony. I know that they had a lot of cool stuff. I think they had like a trailer for Assassin's Creed 3 as well. Like, I think it was something different, slightly different. Really curious to see tomorrow's Nintendo conference. The Wii U, I'm definitely gonna get. I know that some of the concepts are kind of like, and I heard it's gonna range between 200 and something to 300 and something. And I'm like, wow. I wouldn't get it release date. I'd probably wait to see if it would drop price, which that usually does happen after a while. But I do want to have a Wii U, because there are a lot of Nintendo titles that I want to get. I always get a Nintendo platform, especially now that I don't really play the Nintendo, specifically for Harvest Moon. I absolutely love that game. I'm a huge Harvest Moon fan. And I've been waiting for a Harvest Moon game for the Wii to come out, and it hasn't come out for a long time. And I think they did it on purpose. I think they're going to be releasing a Harvest Moon game for the Wii U sometime later. And I think they've just been getting people like hyped up for a Harvest Moon game for the Wii U or for a Wii console, and then they're going to release it for the Wii U, and people are just going to go crazy because it totally works for the concept of the Wii U, you know, with the screen. If you've got your little tools on Harvest Moon, you just go shh, 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 you know, with this touch screen. I could totally see it. Yeah, I don't think they're going to announce anything with regarding Harvest Moon for the Wii U tomorrow, because they're already announcing a Harvest Moon title for the 3DS. I think it's called New Beginnings or something like that, which looks cool. But I don't know if I'd buy a 3DS for that. I wasn't able to do the live stream. It wasn't working for me, so I was like, and then my mom was asleep, so that wouldn't have worked. But I was talking to you guys on Facebook. A few of you guys were on, and I was talking to you guys live, which was kind of fun. It's like you're watching it with somebody. Scottish Warrior 92 and I were on there too, and we were just watching it, and we were like bashing on all the sports game and stuff. It was pretty funny. But yeah, if you guys want to talk to me live during the E3 coverage, follow me on Facebook. I'll put the link in the description, and I'll be on whenever there's a conference on. Oh, there was also Halo 4. I like Halo, but it's not like, oh my god, I have to play that game. I haven't really played the Halo games. I've never beat any of the Halo games. It's a first-person shooter, so I'm not a big fan of those. I will watch people play Halo, though, because I think it's a awesome series, but I won't play it. I played a little bit of Halo Reach, and a little bit of Halo ODST, and a little bit of Halo 3. Halo Reach was probably one of the funnest that I played, but I didn't play too much. It's hard for me to play it, so I was just like, forget it. So I would watch my brother play it, because my brother's a huge Halo fan. But yeah, I know a lot of you were excited about Halo 4, so it does look really cool. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you guys are excited about, or what was your highlights so far. I will talk to you guys later.